All right? I'm live. Okay? There's a problem. We have a problem here. Okay? Now, one of y'all, all right, one of y'all entertainers, okay, artists, rappers. It's probably a group of y'all. Because today is Saturday, right? Let me see. Listen. Now, you could be speculating, are you an angel? Right? Some of you already know, but you're not in agreement with it. We here. I understand, right? But let me tell you something. Because somebody's fooling around with your energy, right? Share the life. Share the life to a local celebrity. Share the life to a celebrity because something not right. All right? Listen, I'm here. You all the way over there. Now, three of y'all already know what the deal is. Because I heard someone say, nah, she gotta do a video, right? But you ain't dropped nothing in that CA, PEKA 69. Make me move faster. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm in the midst of doing a reading, right? I shouldn't have to put the dude that is funky right now in the video for you to understand that I'm talking about him. Because I'm definitely speaking on the dude that is funky right now. Because I'm sitting here. I know it's not me. Okay? Now, if you go to your car and it smells like funky time on the semi-cow is what I said. If you go to your car, okay, and you smell funk, don't say it's me. Don't say I did nothing. All right? Some of you know that is him sitting in the passenger seat. Cause you got a whiff of that sit down wind. Now I said, is that his balls and his armpits? Because it's like a combination happening there. I said he about to give him some clothes because, And then one said, at least he don't smell like ish today. And I'm like, you right. That's a good thing. Now listen. Thumbs up to live if you know that Funky Time is sitting in this car right now. I'm trying to work. All right? I'm trying to work. She finna go to her car and see. I told you. I ain't ate no onions. Y'all know y'all is wrong. Now, the specs is going to be in the reading because I had to stop from doing something else to put that in the reading. All right? I would just like to have a moment to myself. Y'all know what I'm talking about? But for some reason, y'all don't think that they doing nothing to y'all. I don't understand why. Like, I almost want an Earl right now. Is that his name? Like, all of this over here, all of this on the passenger side, stank. It's not my child. He ain't even in the car. Like, my heart is palpitating right now. You been over there at Wiener Schnitzel or something? Because something not right. Like, these ones here, for those of you that smell it, these ones here are the ones that want to project smells into your homes, apartments, jets, or whatever. Okay? When they know something ain't right on them, they say, put it in the angel's house. This is what he's one of them. Now he finna be looking at dude all strange and unusual. And wondering if it's always, do you watch Ether? Then they start wanting to communicate with you in your mind and see if you like them. Do you watch Ether is what he gonna say. I'm always minding my business, always. I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for it to stop. But these ones here, they feel like for it to end with them, they got to put it on somebody else. So that means everybody in their environment is subject to what's taking place with a lot of people that went through ascension. And that it has nothing to do with nobody taking nobody's place. It's someone trying to get rid of negative energy. Then when they get lonely, they start crying, talking about, I need my friends back, and blah, blah, blah. And ain't none of them friends. That's the thing. These are people that want somebody to talk to in their mind. And because their life is not up to par right now, so you can smell, they feel like a mental connection is better. I don't want a mental relationship with nobody. Absolutely nobody. But my spiritual spouse. Because that's how the God created it to be. And my fam. My spiritual fam. The first family. Now y'all understand that and it gets stronger. Like if you're sitting in the car with your windows up, you're going to get pissed. You're going to be upset. You know it's not you. Even if it rained, your car is not finna smell like funk. This is the type of stuff I'll be talking about. It start like that. If you allow him in your domain, your business, your home, your apartment, the jets, your girlfriend's house, whatever, the smell gonna be in there. Now he done busted it out of his own self. I said that the details is going to be in one of these readings that I upload. I'm working on several at the same time. This is the way I got to do it because I'm backed up. Okay? Y'all have to understand that I'm constantly working. I got to move from one place to another because the energy is off. I got to do all of these clearings and everything to be able to get the accurate and all it. I don't want to pick up what they doing all the time to you. To me, I feel like that should be in a one-on-one. It's like I got rid of several other groups, and then these ones is coming in. This is all hood stuff, entertainment stuff, and it has everything to do with your circle. Now you know that you can't trust him. He getting ready to ask you for some money, and because he smell like that, you gonna give it to him. And then the minute that you don't give him something, he gonna say it's because he watches Ether. That's what he should say. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he should say, because I am offended right now. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, y'all was doing that, put it in Ether's house. Put it in Ether's house. But now you feel like I'm not in that house no more and it's not working. So you're going to start exploring around your neighborhood and the people that you borrow money from. He got hustle. Y'all is his hustle. He got every bit of hustle. And the minute And the minute you don't do something that he wants you to do, he gonna start talking to them people. Fat meat is greasy. It is. Because he gonna say, the big G, he gonna say it in his mind. And that's not something he should say, because we already know why he shouldn't say that. The big G, he think it's cool that I call God the big G, not the little one. He don't put the not the little one in, because he want to be the little one. The big G, not the little one, didn't do enough in his life to make him successful. He said he said abundant, but he uses the wrong word. The big G didn't do this. The big G didn't do. You know what I be saying? The big G need to stop this. Like, what's wrong with the big G? Like, why is he allowing all of this stuff to happen? That's my approach, not what he didn't do. What he didn't do for me. I didn't get angry with the big G until all of this. Because I'm saying, why is this? Like, you got the power to stop everything, but you want to delegate the responsibility to us. And then y'all sit there and act like, fat meat ain't greasy. Right now, he's not saying she gonna slip up and she gonna say a T word because he's sitting in the car. Every bit of his funk, and yes, it's gonna be a smell right there when he get up. That is what I call an upheaval, because that's a new car. You know what I'm talking about? That's every bit of an upheaval. You know what I'm saying? To him, it is. It's only gonna be so many, little bruh, son, my ninja. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna be so much of that. You ever just realize you got so much stuff that you don't notice something is missing? I have. It's nothing wrong with helping a brother out in their time of need. I'm all for that. But that one sitting in your car ain't right. He is not right. You know the ones that is right. You may feel like they cry a little bit, whine a little bit. They may be having little issues with their baby moms or something. They from pillar to post. They in their 20s. All right, it's understandable in your 20s and in your 30s to be going through stuff like that. But he like 42, 46, and 38. Like, you can be going through an upheaval. A pilgrimage. You gotta get stuff straight in your older years. But you're not finna be doing stuff like put my funk in Ether's house. Make her smell my ish and stuff like that. Like, why? Is what it be is I don't respond. They email, they send friend requests, they follow me on a Talkity Tech and all of this. They feel like they can talk to me. They look good. I look good. I look better than him. So she gonna talk to me. And I am not approachable. Especially not right now. Okay? She thinks she a dude. No, I know that I am a woman. And right now, my money is funny. And that come first. Because you know what happens? Don't nobody want to be around nobody that ain't got nothing going for themselves. No one. Even someone on the street gonna want you to have something going for yourself. To be in their circle. Because they moving and grooving every day. But that one, he go from one place to another, to another, to another. What it is them looks is fading. It's not as easy to get him one no more. And conveniently, the Big G placed him around a whole bunch of men that value family. Funny how that happens, right? You picked up this persona that is all on a B. You know, you living vicariously through everyone's rap lyrics. Then you realize that those is just lyrics. It sound good. Then you want to be upset because they not living that lifestyle. How you know they weren't mad? You know, how you know that them lyrics didn't come from 10 years ago and they decided to put it out today? Like, you know, to me, there should be something. Y'all remember Labor Ready? He feel like he could do the UBER. He could do that, but he need a car and a license. He always forget the license. You gotta add on insurance with that too, because even doing that, you have to be a responsible adult. You know what I'm talking about? Because nobody want to receive food from Udi Fingers. You know, the one that, the one that came up in my reading with the, he Udi Fingers. He itching and scratching and digging in your fries. You got Udi fries now. Y'all know what I'm talking about? When I said Mickey D's, they, it's every bit of $20 an hour. You know what I'm talking about? That's promising. When I worked at Mickey D's, I was making like $8. But these is the ones that say, oh, you work it, woo, 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 woo. You know, it's one of them. I said the ones in the restaurant industry, those is the, amongst common people, those is the ones that have jobs consistently, and they the only ones that got money right now. Imagine doing a concert and everybody in there, everybody in the audience is a food service worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not gonna care, whoever on the stage, they not gonna care that they work in the food industry. Because guess what? The food industry is helping to pay them bills. You know what I'm talking about? We all need each other. Do y'all understand that concept? I just, he want to talk about my business, but since I ain't told him now, he ain't got nothing to say. He need to talk to you, Marcus, and not my uncle. He need to talk to you and tell you what it's really all about. He want to say put him on the track, but I mean, a track, not the track. You feel me? He want to say that. He want to say put me on the track, but who gonna get paid from that? You know what I'm talking about? Put me on the track, and then you can just get the residuals from that. Like he all that. You know what I'm saying? Just come on, blood. I'll do a little line for you. You know what I'm saying? Give me about 500. That's his business market strategy. You know what I'm saying? That's how he marketed himself. Man, just go ahead. I'm gonna go and lay a couple of hot bars for you, and you give me 500, and we just call it. This is how he a finesser. And then the song is made, and you realize that's the only part that needs to be cut out. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to go pay somebody that's bona fide, you know what I'm saying, and certified to do the job, get the job done, and you really make money. All because that's your cousin or your little bro. You know that saying, poking holes in the ship? That's him. It's a group of y'all. Listen, he funky. That's all I got to say. It ain't me. It is not me. They did want me to be homeless, and I'm homeless. Y'all get mad at that when I say I'm homeless. Why y'all feel like I'm not telling the truth or something? Do you know the definition of homeless? If you do not have a contract in your name, you are homeless. If a jet is not in my name, a home, an apartment is not in my name, I'm homeless. What part of that? He wants to say, can you do the reading for the ones in the hotel? I've done the readings for the ones in the hotel, motel. I've done all of them. You know, the thing is, they can't say that's not me anymore because everyone knows that it's them. And if y'all are not affiliated with Funky, you know, this is a co-worker. This is somebody that you talk to, a neighbor. This is something that they're going through. Now, if you happen to get a whiff of onions, you know what I'm saying, that's funk. Because some of y'all think it's onions. What happens is they'll say, whoever ascended, whoever's listening, whoever angel, you know, they do things like that because that is how they transfer the energy. They don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, with the originals. That's what it is. They were saying, I am whoop, 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 whoop. And the original was saying, you are not me. I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? That's what was taking place. And now, you know, they trying to psych y'all out to believe that it's not them. Some people really got it hard. They can't go into an establishment and get no 9 to 5 because of for whatever reason. That don't mean they ain't never had one, or they don't want one, or they're not actively trying to pursue one. They have things. But when you don't even try, you ain't never had one, you know what I'm saying? Everything is about a finesse. Everything is about a manip. You know what I'm saying? You want to say you're a hustler. You're not a hustler. A hustler has options. And they explore them options. And it's always having to do with something being legit. How about that? Because you feel like it's all ill. And it's not. You can be a hustler and everything be legit. Entrepreneurs are hustlers. If you are an independent contractor, you are a hustler. Here this dude go. Here we go with this. Oh my God. You know, I'm just extremely agitated right now. If you don't get your Kermit the Frog looking. Hold on, y'all. No, no. I don't smoke. You know, this is what I'm talking about. You know, like, just give me a minute, y'all, please. Y'all, I put the big bonnet on today. You know what I'm saying? You know, the big one. The big one. Like, you know what I'm saying? My family say, don't wear the bonnet when you go outside. This is what they do, right? And I said that they upsetting me right now, right? Don't wear the bonnet when you go outside. I'm like, why? Why? Why not? So, I don't wear the bonnet outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not open. I go outside, here he is. You know. You know anybody braid hair? No. Nope, I do not. He know he got a lighter. You know what I'm saying? He know he got a lighter. I don't smoke, bruh. Yeah. I would not put my lips on that for nothing in the world. You know what I'm talking about? On him or that in his hand. No, he not ugly. He not ugly. Y'all be sitting talking about, I got me one. I got me one. He is cute. He mixed. Woo woo. Not me. Oh. I know he can't stand me right now. He like, that's probably making him pursue me more. You know what I'm saying? He like, she do not want to talk. She done went in there and put the ugly bonnet on. I'm like, leave me alone. Like, I hope y'all not, you know, I hope that's not y'all. You know, when times get hard, when you get down on your luck, you know what I'm saying? He got about 3 or 4. I done seen about at least 3 or 4 females, you know what I'm saying, caravanning him through and up and throughout. You know what I'm saying? He not ugly. It's about 3 or 4. He want this one right here. He said, God put her here. No, this one right here. I'm gonna leave all of them inside to come outside and ask her if she has a lighter. You know what that means. That's how that is the door opening. You know what I'm saying? Now, about a decade ago, I would have been like, yep, right here. Right here. Can I get your number? And I still wouldn't have been sleeping with him. You understand what I'm saying? But not right now. I just see it as a problem. You know? That's a problem. You ever just meet a dude and they just be like, you are fine, you know? Everything's fine with you. You're fine. And I mean it. But, you know, I'm not looking to, you know, exchange numbers and none of that. Because I have. He like, I'm fine, you know. I'm going to help you de-escalate this situation. You know what I'm saying? Dun, da, da, da. He's here. I'm helping de-escalate this situation, you know? And then he just look at you and say, F it. Give me your number. It's that look. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's a sign, you know? He might have been just going through some things and he's just now getting his life situated, you know? And he's not trying to be, you know, starting nothing and the last thing barely ended. You know? That's, you know, that's boys to men energy. When they just be like, nah, you know, you look good, everything copacetic, everything feasible, everything 100. One thou wow. But I'm not trying to get in those thighs. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta appreciate, you gotta be at a certain level to appreciate that. I'm there. Because before I was like, nah, you gonna get my number. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get my number. And we became good friends. Just because he was like, I'm going to de-escalate this situation. Because the number exchange was so I could tell him what happened after I pulled off. And I did. I told him what happened. And then we became good friends. You know what I'm talking about? It's getting, it's look now. I'm trying. Like, this is one of the reasons why a male's presence is needed sometimes. Because all they gotta do is see a male around you one time, and that will end it. I told you he not there. I told you he not there. He here. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, she's picking up on the cues. See, my crew, we got, they pick up on the cues. That means she got to take her son with her to the store. You know what I'm saying? You know, easy peasy. This one don't look old enough. Now, if I had one of my other sons with me, it wouldn't be an issue. He wouldn't have nothing to say to me. You know? The reason why I'm talking about it is because he came outside. Now, the one that, I was talking about in one of my last lives, because she wants to convince everybody that she bound herself to me. She says things like, even if Ether has to encounter him first, I'll be ready. This is someone that's being monitored. They know that they're being monitored, but they still do things like, I'm going to go outside and say it. Now you understand that when you're outside, you're monitored too. The concept of being monitored, they helped me grasp it. Just the other day, they helped me grasp it. So I was like, okay. It's not just us. Nope. It's everything. When you hit that low, it's everything. Everything is monitoring your phone, your car, outside, them people. Everything is monitoring you. So it's like one more time. Because at that point, the big G is like, you don't think fat meat greasy, in so many words. You know that saying? Get down or lay down? Like, it's kind of like that. So, it's just, they say, where are you at? I seen somebody I thought looked like a cholo. And I was like, why I can't be over there, like, He came out like, what's up, Holmes? And I'm like, my direction should be over there, but nope, I'm over here. Cause they don't mess with me. They don't do little stuff, you know what I'm saying? The most I get is bonita, they'll say stuff like that. Depending on where I'm at. They may want to give me a tequila or something, But I don't, life is life, and He done went to McDonald's. He done went there. Now it's funk and burgers. I smell French fries. I smell French fries and funk. No, the people that come in this live, that is it.